Okay, so because I'm a writer, I have a speech prepared, so forgive me if I'm looking at my paper a lot. It's just my forte. I just want to thank the surveyor too for hosting these forums. I feel like these are assets to our community. Being able to engage with democracy on these local levels is really amazing. So thank you to Becky and the surveyor. I'm honored to stand here before you as a mayoral candidate, and I'm eager to begin advocating for the citizens of Berthoud. I want to take a moment to address the fact that I know I'm not your typical candidate. I myself hadn't imagined I would be called into a role such as this. However, there came a clear moment for me during recent disconcerting events in our town, when I realized that perhaps I am just the right person to bring light, wisdom, and structure to our current board. I will engage with issues in a fresh way and will represent the average citizen. I'm a mother of 3, and I have been married for more than 10 years, and my husband has fully supported me in the sacrifice and commitment it will take for our family if I were to be elected. I am an entrepreneur at heart, a problem solver, and critical thinker. I have overcome a great deal of adversity, and I'm not intimidated by challenges. I've been a freelance journalist, an office manager, a business owner, and professional human napkin to my children. Most of my experience is hard to quantify on paper, yet my experience is relevant to this mayor's seat, and much of it comes directly from my time as a journalist in this town. I have set the example of serving in our community long before running for mayor. I'm not only managing a home, but I have simultaneously wrote award-winning articles for our local paper. I've been involved in covering a variety of topics and issues and have worked extensively with individuals from all spectrums. My ability to approach situations with confidence, professionalism, and integrity have helped me connect with people in a meaningful way. I'm a rapid learner and greatly enjoy digging into complex issues. These skills will be useful as mayor because there will always be opportunity to learn new complexities, and my proven ability is in narrowing down the facts, asking the right questions, and conveying to others what is needed. I will strive to become knowledgeable in every topic that comes to the board, dedicating my time to research and understanding in order to better serve the community. This is one of the ways I will serve the board, as I will not be idle or complacent, but diligent and motivated. One of the most significant reasons that I was compelled to run for mayor has to do with what I was seeing as disheartening friction and division was growing among Berthoud residents. I believe that old biases and special interests need to take a back seat to collaboration and productivity in finding solutions that are in the best interest for the citizens. I also felt that if I did not step forward, that perhaps there would be no unbiased or objective party who will lead out in Berthoud's future decisions. The mayor of a statutory town like Berthoud is not a role of autonomous authority and decision-making, but is a voting member of a team, the town board, and is someone who facilitates meetings, sets agendas, and engages with the public in a meaningful way. Being a facilitator and leader does not mean strong-arming a group of people and manipulate them to your way of thinking. I believe that being a leader means setting a tone and example that others will want to naturally follow because the product is compelling. It's cooperating with people that may think differently than you do, and supporting ideas that you didn't come up with, but know are the best thing for the community. I aim to work with the members of the town board to leave behind divisive stances and focus instead on collaboration and finding merit in both sides of an argument. For example, many of us have heard a lot about the past growth cap. Sorry. Many of us have heard about the past growth cap and how truly detrimental that was to our town's economy. But what I see now is how detrimental it was that that event brought such a division to our town and placed a wedge between neighbors. And now that the town has made strides to recover, I believe we need, in order to have a balanced government, the ability to find common ground between both parties. We need a new generation of leadership and a fresh voice to represent true collaboration that does not regard old biases and divisions, but instead reveres and respects all sound ideas brought forth. The goal, to find a point of agreement that keeps what's best for Berthoud citizens always before us. I've taken the time to sit down with each current board member, the town administrator, the leaders of our emergency services groups, and have come away from each of those meetings excited about the ideas and potential I believe this town can achieve. I have perceived the wealth of talent that exists on our current board and staff. I want the opportunity to rally together our town representatives to a common, overarching goal as our fuel to find common ground and work together. Communication is a major point of passion for me. I'm a journalist, and I firmly believe that an informed group of people is an empowered group of people. I wish to tap into the communication avenues available to us in modern age to do what is possible to get information of what is happening in this town out to the citizens. It is not possible for 5,000 people to attend town board meetings, and yet the biggest decisions that can change the course of this community are made there. One of my main goals as mayor is to investigate and develop solutions and methods of communication that make the facts of current issues and the decisions of the town board easily known and understood. That is my approach to the pursuit of transparency. In addition to collaboration and communication, I would like to approach growth creatively so that it improves the quality of life for Berthoud citizens, instead of casting yet another division of either growth in revenue or stagnation and lack of funds for town improvements. I will strive to preserve and protect our town's beauty, our history, and our charm by looking at all future projects through the lens of Berthoud's unique character. Many of us don't want Berthoud to change, but also understand that some growth is essential if we want to see improvements made in town. I believe that there are more solutions than growth or no growth before us as a community, and I wish to strike a reasonable, justifiable balance between the two. We must recognize the need to keep up with inevitable population growth in northern Colorado and a demand for a variety of different housing and sustainable infrastructure within Berthoud. Supporting our small businesses is a passion for me, and encouraging locals to think Berthoud first when shopping, dining, and spending is important and will help sustain our unique businesses. I am committed to the pursuit of the financial stability of our town and will support growth in the forms of advantageous retail and commercial developers along the I-25 corridor to help generate needed sales and property tax. This will help creatively bring in needed revenue while not altering our downtown area. Proactive future planning is very important to me as well. I will outline some of these areas that need to be addressed in the near future. I want to see continued development of a town recreation center and the creation of a recreation district. Despite those present obstacles, looking to the needs of youth in our community will help bring outlets for teens in our town. I believe we should actively further analyze water standards and should be planning for future infrastructure, as well as address any ways of lowering our water utility fees. Additionally, we need to establish an emerald ash borer action plan and pursue the prospect of a town tree nursery for tree replenishment. We also need new mechanisms to generate increased funds for important road repavements and repairs. The town needs more staffing and equipment to keep up with Berthoud's growing demands. Lastly, I want to stress the importance of public safety and the need for improved dialogue and partnership with the town, between the town and local law enforcement and emergency services. The town needs to seek development of a continuity of operations plan to have structured contingency for town emergencies, which the town currently does not have. The new guarantee building, though highly controversial, now that it is all said and done, will be a resource to the community as it has backup generators and will help keep law enforcement and town staff functioning during power outages. If it takes a young woman to lead out in positive and progressive collaboration in the midst of a heated situation, then please consider that she may in fact be a strong and capable candidate. Under my direction, every voice in Berthoud will be treated equally and fairly, and together we will make Berthoud an everlasting pride and joy for generations to come. Thank you.